Hello, this is Jay Haskamp, and I'd like to welcome you to another Tech Talk by Frontier Precision. In today's video, we will show you how to utilize the cutting plane view in Trimble Business Center for cutting cross sections to extract road features. Okay, so here in TBC we have a section of mobile LiDAR data. This data was collected from an MX9, and what I did is part of a larger data set that I just chopped down to a small area to show what we're looking at today. And I clipped it out and also just kind of fudged in a center line just using the line string command under the CAD tab. The reason for the line string is so we can use it as a reference to set our cutting planes for our cutting plane view. So it's just roughly sketched in that center line, nothing too fancy needs to be done there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the point clouds tab, and we want to define our cutting plane in reference to our center line alignment here. So we're going to choose Plane Manager, and here you'll see the Plane Manager window open. The next step here is to create a new plane, and the default name is plane. We can call it anything we want. Maybe I want to call it center line at 15-foot interval or something like that. The next step is to define what type of plane it is. So we're going to choose from a linear path, and then it wants us to select the linear object. So we're going to choose our line string at the center line, and we want it to be a vertical plane. And then the last step is to go to the subplanes tab, and under the subplanes tab we can have it automatically generate at a specific interval or a specific number of planes. It looks like this section is about 87 feet, so for this demonstration let's just do 10-foot intervals, and then we will hit close, and now our plane is defined. Now the next step is to view these planes and start to view these cross sections so we can define our curb and gutter. So for this we're going to go to the cutting plane view, again under the point clouds tab, and when our view opens you can see our plane is right here. If we had multiple, this is where we would see a list, and then you can also see all of our planes displayed in our 3D view, as well as a shaded box displaying the current plane. So if I zoom in here, I can now see a cross section of our point cloud in that specific plane, and I can also adjust the thickness. I actually have a pretty thick cut right now of 1.5 feet. My advice here would be to go as thin as you can when you are trying to extract data, just so you're not getting data behind it. So when you get on a curve and things like that, if your cutting plane is too thick, then you're going to start to see kind of the shadow effect here. So as an example, if I switch this to say a 5-foot plane, then I zoom back in, you can start to see how thick my curb looks because it's on a curve, versus if I go back and do say a 0.25 foot thickness and zoom back in, now you can see I have a much more let me make that bigger, much more easily defined line there. This works great for mobile LiDAR data because the data is typically very dense, and you can get a very good picture of what's going on there. This has been another Tech Talk by Frontier Precision. We hope you enjoyed the video and will join us again next time. Thank you.